Hey y'all, welcome. So I'm going to be answering some questions about the Craft and Collage Club membership. I've been getting a lot of really great questions, and so I figured I'd hop on, record a video, and share the details with y'all. And in the comments, let me know if you have any questions. So I am pre-recording this because one, my allergies are terrible. And while I'm coughing less than I have been, I still tend to cough here and there, so I'm just going to edit that out if it happens. And also doing it this way too, I can be in the comments and answering questions instead of like trying to go back and forth, because I'm not a good multitasker, as you will hear me say a lot. I cannot walk and chew gum. Or I really need to be a unitasker. So this is my unitask right now. So while we're waiting for folks to hop on, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Make sure that we get to everybody's stuff. And I guess with that said, let's get started. So I have a list of questions that people have been asking me, and I think they're all amazing. So the biggest question is, how much does it cost? And also the next question is what's included. So I'm going to kind of lump those together. All right, so there are 3 tiers of the Craft and Collage Club. The lowest tier is just a digital box. And so what that is a collection of printables every month that are on theme for the month. So this month, May, the theme is flower shop. And so if you've been watching my YouTube videos or opening the emails, then you've seen a lot of the projects that we're going to be working on. So there's the printables, and let me share those with you real quick. I had them on my desk. Oh, here we go. All right, so I printed out most of it. I did not print out all of the pattern papers. There's like 36 pattern papers. So every month you're going to get some journal sheets. There's usually 12 journal sheets / collage papers. So if you want to see in detail all this, I'll link to the video that I recorded last night. But I go through everything and show you everything. And so then there's patterned papers. So there's like 36 with this set. There's usually about that many. I did not print all of them out. Since we're going to be doing a lot of journal cards this month, I printed out little journaling spots that you can put on the back of your journal cards. And some stuff to trace. We've got fussy cuts. There's tag pockets. I mean, there's like all kinds of fun stuff in here. Little pockets you can cut out and put into your journal. We've got tags. There's cards. And so that's what's in the digital subscription. And every level gets the digitals. And then the next tier is you get a collage book on top of it. So this is this month's collage book. It's full of things to fussy cut, and it's got patterns on the back of all the fussy cut pages. So you don't have to choose between, design on one side and design on the other. And then it also makes really cool and fun scraps. So, and if there's a page that you're like, I'm not really feeling that, or part of it you're not feeling, then you, again, can use the back of it and have a cool pattern to play with. One thing that I have in mind when I design this is I hate having a bunch of plastic and waste when I get a package. And so I've tried to make as much as possible usable in all of these sets. And like for this one, everything is usable. So, all right, that tier with the digitals and the book is $23.99 a month plus $5.99 shipping. And then the top tier is the digitals and the book. And then loads of craft supplies. So we've got die cuts. They also come in these little envelopes that I've made. So you can cut these up and use them too. So this one comes with frames, because I've been putting everything in frames lately. There are sticker sheets, and these bags are meant to be used too. So like when you get them, hang on to them. They make really fun backgrounds. They make really fun scraps. Since we're doing journal cards this month, it comes with 6 blank postcards. So y'all, there's so much in these. This is supplies for making journal cards. So if you've seen some of the videos I've done lately, like this one, that's to make these journal cards. And then we've got die cuts for like little teacups. We've got die cuts just that are some of the designs that are in the book, like florals and butterflies and stuff, because who doesn't love that? And then there are some handmade collage papers for one of the projects we're going to be doing, and then some pattern papers. And these are kind of like a little bit thicker, like cardstocky feel, and they make a good base for things. So that is what is in all of the tiers. And so that last top tier is $35.99 plus shipping. You know, there's so much stuff in these books and in the stuff that's included. There's just like endless possibilities. All right, so next question. Is this for beginners? I love that question. Yes. So I feel like anybody would enjoy this. Like if you like to collage, if you like to journal, if you like to do junk journaling, that kind of stuff, you're going to love it. Like if you love craft supplies, you're going to love this. If you're a beginner, I think it is a really good place to start. I love teaching. I love showing other people what I've learned and sharing all of that. And I also tend to attract people that are like-minded. And so as we build this community, I think it's going to be a really beautiful place for beginners, especially to come and learn and share and bounce all ideas off of each other. So I'd say if you're creative, if you love craft supplies, if you want to make more or learn mixed media and junk journaling and things along those lines, you don't want to play with paper, then it is perfect. All right, what kinds of things will we make? Also a great question. So we're going to be making journal cards that I just had in my hand. Here we go. All right. So one of the things we're going to make is a lot of journal cards. So I think they're fun. I think that I love making like small arts because they're quick and they're easy and they're quite satisfying. And so some of the stuff that I've already made, I've turned into a tag book, and I've made it with ribbon so that I can take it apart and add on to it as we go through the month. So that I have a little journal book. And so that's, I guess, 2 of the projects we'll be doing. Another thing is journal spreads. I like to do journal spreads. So like this was the first one I made with this set. And this is all stuff from the book. And this is just from the book. It was just stuff I cut out from the book. I couldn't tell if it was die cuts because it was a couple of months ago. But yeah, it's all stuff that I cut out from the book. And then another one we're going to be making, and this is what the collage papers are for, is a journal spread that is a base. So these are journal papers or collage papers, and then die cuts and a piece of paper from the set. And it was super simple. I already have that video up. So if you check out my YouTube channel, it's on there. And I can probably link to it in the comments too. All right. What supplies do I need? All right. Besides the things, I would say at least the digital subscription. Like if you want to participate meaningfully, the digital subscription. And then outside of that, like, I don't think you need anything fancy. I'm very much of the mindset of use what you have. But if you are absolutely brand new, I would say get yourself some glue sticks. If you are interested in something a little bit fancier, I love matte medium. And get some gesso. You don't have to get this big of a size, but get some white gesso. It is very useful. We will use it a lot. And as far as other stuff, you know, whatever you have around that makes colors and marks. You know, Posca pens are really, really handy to have. I've tried a lot of different paint pens, and I know why everybody loves the Poscas. Like, they're amazing. They have really good coverage. Sharpie has another one that does really good coverage. Something, things for mark making, um, paints. You don't need fancy paints, but paints, some cheap watercolor paints are really nice to have. I mean, like, Crayola would even do. Like, it does not have to be anything fancy. And then I would say get an art journal. Unless you want to make your own. You don't have to go buy one. You can also make your own. So, just basic supplies. If you have any experience crafting, you probably have a lot of things around that you can already use. All right, so that's a great question. And also, when we get started, I'm going to send out a list of supplies that y'all need, but like I said, it's not going to be a lot. Do you need to know how to draw? Also a great question. No, you don't. So one of the things that I have done in designing this is made it so if you're not somebody who wants to draw, there's lots of things that you can cut out and cut and paste, and you do not need to draw. Now, I will say if you want to draw, there will be opportunity for that. But for the most part, and it will be simple drawing, but for the most part, it's really just going to be cutting things out and finding things to collage with. So you do not need to know how to draw. If you start with one tier, can you change it? Yes. So you can bump up and down if you need to. I imagine that if you're a member for a while, you're probably going to end up with a lot of extras on hand. And so if you want to just like bump down for a couple of months and use what you have, totally. If you decide at some point you want all the things, you can bump up, no problem. You will get an email a few days before your charge and things ship, and that will be when you can bump up and down if you need to. And is there a commitment? No, this is month to month. If you do it for a couple of months and you're like, I'm good to go. Okay. I will be sad to see you go, but that's fine. And I will say too, in the Facebook community, which brings me to the next question, that's not behind a paywall. So if you join for a while and you're like, it's a little bit much for me. I mean, life happens, right? You can still come hang out with us in the community. And if you decide you want to come back at some point, we would love to have you. If you're on the fence about joining and you're like, but I kind of want to see what's going on, come join us on in the Facebook community. It's even if you're not getting the digital subscription, I think it's still going to be really fun. Like if you have a bunch of stuff on hand, you're like, I really need supplies, but I would like to go craft with other people. Come hang out. All right. And also on that note too, are there tutorials? Yes. So one of the things that I feel like sets this subscription box apart from a lot of other stuff, I'll use Grabby as the example. I'm not down on Grabby. I love their stuff. But one of the things that I feel like would be nice as a consumer is to have other people to do those projects with. Like if you get a box like Grabby, again, I'm just using them as an example. You might get a video tutorial, or sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's just a box of supplies. And I've done that before and been like, this is great, but I don't know what to do with them. They're really pretty. So I'll sit and look at them and then I put them back in the box because I'm like, I just don't quite know what to do with it. So one of the, I think, special things about this is that there will be 2 tutorials a week. And those will be, listed at the beginning of the month. So, like when you want to make sure you show up, and also they're recorded and you will get an email and access to them later. So, if you don't want to do everything, that's okay. But if you do want to do everything, you can do that too. But there will be a lot of support and a lot of tutorials on showing you how I'm using the stuff that I've made for the month, because I'd imagine too that will inspire something in somebody else to be like, that's cool, but what about this? Which is another fun thing about doing that this way is when you're doing, you get the craft box and you're kind of doing it in a vacuum. It's just kind of like what you're able to come up with. But one of the beautiful things about hanging out with a lot of creative people is we have loads of ideas and so much fun stuff comes out of it. So the answer to that is yes, there will be tutorials. And then how do you access communities? That will be on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. Like I was saying, even if you're not a paying member, come hang out with us anyway. It's a super fun place to be. And then how can I access my stuff? Okay, so When you purchase, you will get an email that is an invoice, and then you'll get another one that gives you access to your digitals. And so you'll get those immediately. Um, and those will live on my website. Like there's a little like login link and stuff, and I'll repeatedly send that to y'all too, so I remember. And then that will be in your account forever. And I think I have it set to you can download things like 10 times, which is a lot. I don't think anybody is ever going to use that. If you do, like, email me, I'll give you more. And then I will notify you when, if you get physical products, when those have shipped out. And the cart closes on the 6th this month, so those will probably ship out by the 8th. You should have them by early next week. And what if you're already a monthly subscriber to the digitals? That is a really great question. So I sent out an email the other day. And what's going to happen is if you have been a digital like monthly subscriber up to this point, you're going to have to resubscribe. I hate doing that, but I think that there's some advantages to doing it this way. So one, I'm switching over my email marketing stuff, and I charge that through my current email marketing. So I can't continue to charge that way. But with that said, with that switch over, yeah, I am going up on the price a couple of dollars because you are getting a lot more support now. And also it's hosted, and so that kind of bumps up my costs a little bit. But now they're not going to just live on Google Drive. They're going to be in an account for you. It's going to be a lot easier to like communicate with you about that stuff. And I'll be able to give you that support and those ideas in the community, because before it was just like you were getting digitals and like go have fun, which works for some people. But if you're somebody who really wants some inspiration and maybe wants to just hang out with other people, that's why we have the Facebook community. So if you are a current monthly digital subscriber, make sure if you want to keep your subscription that you go into the emails that I'm sending and create a new subscription. So if you've already paid for the month, you're going to get your monthly stuff on the 6th. And then if you want to continue into June, you'll have to go and create your new one, your new account. All right, so I guess y'all let me know if you have any other questions. The cart closes on the 6th, and like I said, physical items will ship out on the 8th, and I will see y'all in the Facebook group. Oh, one more thing. I knew I was forgetting something. The projects that we're going to be doing this month. So we're going to start, I will actually post the first tutorial tomorrow, because what we're doing is making master boards that I've been working on. So in the process of filming that tutorial, and then I was like, oh, I need to film my video. So we're creating master boards. If you don't know what that is, it is just basically a like fun neutral background that will go that we use for cards. So we're using the envelope that everything comes in. If it doesn't come in this, it will come in a UPS envelope. And keep your envelope because we're going to use it. And then, so that's tomorrow. And then Thursday. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are when the tutorials will be live. You will get emails about them. And on Thursday, we are going to do a journal card. All right, so that's it for real. Let me know if you have any questions, and look in the comments. If you're ready, you can go ahead and join the club. You'll get your digitals immediately. Like I said, packages will ship out the 8th. And even if you're not quite ready, come join us in the Facebook group. It's going to be really fun, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.